Maybe I'll start over. I don't know. I started thinking about Tropic Thunder, and this one channel came up, Caped Informer. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. I don't even know if this is really recording. So let's go to YouTube. I love Vikings so much. Caped Informer. Yeah, this guy watches like a lot of movies. First of all, I gotta take all this stuff out. I listen to a lot of music and all kinds of stuff when I'm outside, and that's just what I do. So these are spoilers. Hopefully this poor guy does not get mad. But if he tells me, hey, you got to take this video down, I will surely do it. But go to his channel, subscribe to him. He watches all these movies, right? I don't think I've ever seen Deep Blue Sea. But oh my gosh, he saw RoboCop? I kind of just want to know, like, he saw, okay, wait a minute. Blazing Saddles, I'm pretty sure Jerry talked about this movie. Anything with Gene Wilder, right? Is it Gene or Oscar? Gene. Oh my god! He watched... Oh, no. It's on. He watched Jaws. I love Jaws. I even have the... You can't see it up there, but I have the Jaws Funko Pop of it.
Yo! Bro, I'm telling you, this shark is just playing with them right now.
Yes.
What is with you guys? Well, Caped Informer, we're back in the building for yet another movie reaction. Today, guys, we are watching Jaws from 1975. Another quintessential classic.
Hold on. Okay, it is 1975. Okay. I'm not going to steal all of your content. I'm just going to go to the end. Okay, here we go. If you guys want to see this new friend, you guys go see him and go subscribe. I'm going to subscribe to him. Where's his thing? Just wait. Just wait. I'll go to here. I, like, have these movies memorized. I could reenact Jaws if I wanted. Let's go.
Martin 1 Shark Zip. Some pieces.
Oh no, there's more Jaws.
Hopper? Yes! Oh my god.
That's a bad hat, Harry.
This was tough, man. You guys did it.
I would never be in the water again, I'll tell you that.
You didn't make it, man. You didn't make it.
What day is this?
Whatever day you want it to be. You're alive. Hello? What happened? It's the Caped Informer telling me to stop stealing his content. There it is, subscribe.
It's Tuesday, I think. I used to hate the water.
I do.
I can't imagine.
Oh, man.
That's some bad hat, Harry. I love that saying, or line. Yeah,
Now that
it's beautiful.
was a man versus nature film if I ever saw one. Definitely understand why this film is so critically acclaimed. So many things were on point. Music for one was above and beyond amazing.
Yes.
The acting, the camera work was impeccable.
Yes.
I'm just assuming this, but up until now, I don't think there was a lot of, or if any, deep sea type adventure films. Probably no deep sea horror films. So this was definitely breaking ground. Quint had to be one of the most intriguing characters I've seen in a horror film before. Super sad that he died, but that speech about the USS Indianapolis ship that he was talking about, that deserves a whole movie on its own. As the story was so tragic, but he delivered it so well. Really love how they shaped the antagonist in this. The antagonist meaning the shark. Like I suspected, they were going to be a bit limited on what they could use for effects.
Yes.
But they happened to be really creative in the ways they shot the shark. Like most of the shots in the beginning were all POV, and that worked tremendously well.
Yes.
Even when they were on the boat, they shot the shark at certain angles that made it look so much more intimidating and real. It was just great camera work overall, great direction. And I'm sure the camera work is praised a lot when talking about this film, but I would also have to give great credit to the manipulation of of sound and lighting that the film used. All these things together just made it a very masterful horror experience. I also mentioned this during the film, but the chemistry between the main three actors, Martin, Hopper, and Quint, was just perfect. Like, they worked amazingly together. Never were any of the interactions or conversations boring or a drag to listen to. I was deeply intrigued every time they were speaking to each other. Definitely one of the best trio teams in horror film history. But yeah, man, like, I'm not the biggest Spielberg expert, but I would assume this is one of his most early films, which makes it even more impressive. Yeah, man, I can't say enough good things about this film. You can tell so much skill and craft went into making this. Yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for my reaction. Thank you so much, per usual, for joining me on this reaction. Leave me your thoughts on this movie in the comments below.
I'm gonna leave a link to this so that you can go and talk to him. His name is Bruce. That's the shark's name. I have an affinity for sharks. Not that I will ever meet one or touch one or be near one, but I love sharks. Without sharks, we're doomed, basically. Sharks are a big part of our life cycle here on this planet. So anyway, sharks' name is Bruce, and the shark in Finding Nemo is also named Bruce, and that is a throwback to this film and a nod to the nickname. Also, the reason why there were so many shots as point of view rather than seeing the mechanical Bruce is because they could hardly get this shark to work. The salt water takes a toll on anything mechanical. So on the times that they could use Bruce, they did what they did. They weaved that cinema magic. But I'm not trying to take... Anyway, he did a great job explaining everything. I just wanted to throw in my little 2 cents because I probably watch Jaws at least once a month with Aegis, my son. So let's see what else he's got. What else have you got here? Forrest Gump. I don't think I've ever seen The Pianist. Money Can't Buy Her Love. I don't really watch love movies. I have never seen Hudsucker Proxy, Beverly Hills Cop. That's like my husband's kind of thing. First time watching American History X. My husband's kind of thing. Training Day, my husband's movie. Right here. This is what sucked me in to watch this guy.
That word just kept us down.
You said it. Yeah, it was so funny when Robert Downey Jr. did the freaking theme song to the Jeffersons when he said it to Ben Stiller. I about cried tears. I was just like, is this guy? His dad was an actor. Robert Downey Jr. was just destined to be an actor. So I just want you to hear what he has to say, because this is his video. Go for it, sir. God. Did you turn against me, computer? Come back.
Yo, the kid toss was the best scene. The best part, man. This movie had no business being this hilarious.
It's great.
This was really unexpectedly hilarious.
Yes.
Like, actors that never have made me really laugh before, or I never thought were that funny, like, killed me in this. Like I said in the intro, I've been a Ben Stiller fan since I was a kid. Even though I know a lot of his movies have been hit or miss, this one was definitely one of the best of his career. A really surprisingly clever film, too. Highly ironic, and a big satire to Hollywood movie tropes, war films.
He nailed it.
Method acting. Robert Downey
Nailed
Jr.
it.
played that character far too well. Like, far too well for me to like, far too well to not appreciate the genius behind the whole role of that character.
Yes.
And just the kick in the balls to Hollywood's political correctness these days. I'm
Facts.
actually really surprised this movie did come out in 2008. I definitely expect it to be the last of its kind. Matthew McConaughey's character was amazing.
Yes.
But I always kind of knew he was funny. But what really blew me away was Tom Cruise's character.
Amazing job.
That was hilarious.
Look
Not
at
just
this
because of
guy.
the dance moves, which were also unexpected, but just the comedic timing with all of his lines, and then the bodysuit, and then the prosthetic hairy ass arms.
And the
Everything was
hand,
perfect.
yeah.
The only regret is that they didn't give his character more screen time. I mean, they really should just make a sequel or spin-off just based on that character alone.
When he said that, I went in the comments to tell him that when somebody had interviewed Tom Cruise, he actually took a hip hop class because he wasn't going to not do this to perfection. Tom Cruise took a hip hop class to make sure that he did this part well. When he danced to Luda. I mean, say what you will about Tom, but I didn't recognize him. It took me at least watching this movie 3 times when it came out. And trust me, it was very easy for me to do. I never laughed so hard. Me having Jerry around when this came out, him knowing every nuance of every war movie, and then for them to do this kind of, poking fun at these Hollywood movies, especially the Vietnam era type movies, in no way, I was like, who is this guy? Like, the voice was familiar, and then that's when Jerry was like, that's Tom Cruise. I'm like, there's no way. Mr. Always in Shape, Mr. Athlete, Mr. Runner. And then I did a little digging, and that's when I found that interview that said he took a hip-hop class, he had this crazy bodysuit, he told Ben that he imagined having really huge forearms, and he was just loud, obnoxious, and he nailed it. And I don't know how Matthew McConaughey stayed in character. I can't imagine. So, yeah. Anyway.
His character more screen time.
Yes.
I mean, they really should just make a sequel or spin-off just based on that character alone.
True.
It would take off. Sadly, I do believe movies like this are a last of its kind. But I personally thought this was hilarious. This is a movie I would have loved to watch pretty much at any age. So many quotable lines in this movie. Guys, that's going to do it for my reaction to Tropic Thunder. Leave me your thoughts on this movie in the comment section below. But like this video, subscribe, and...
yes, go like and subscribe to Caped Informer. I already subbed to him. And one of my favorite lines from Tropic Thunder is, what do you mean? We people or they people or I don't know. It was just something like, what do you mean? I used to say that all the time to some of my friends, and they're just like, calm down. First time watching Young Frankenstein. Is this the one where I think it's Gene Wilder? He eats like his friend eats a bug, and then he's like, what did you eat? And he's like, a raspberry. He's like, I didn't say raspberries. Me and my brother would say that back and forth forever. I'm not sure if that's it, but maybe. It appears YouTube didn't like certain parts in my initial reaction. Here's a re-upload. Hope you guys can support it again. That's awesome. Yes. Yes. I'm going to stop because I think the Caped Informer tells me it's not fair. You can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. I'll take it down. But I just really like the way that he did this, and my God, Tropic Thunder and Jaws, like my favorites of all time, besides of course Pulp Fiction. I'm gonna have to see what he thought about Schindler's List. I haven't seen that in a long time. Goodfellas, I mean, I must have watched that, I don't know, a million times. Okay, I gotta go, because I just want to know, like, the end of all of them. Okay, bye. Go subscribe to this guy, Caped Informer. I'll put both links. You guys do what you want. I'm not forcing you, but I think you guys should give him a chance if you like movies, or you just want to skim through movies and see if you like the movie or not. I think he's really good at what he does. I feel like I'm yelling. It's been so long. Okay, bye.